What is going on? It's been a while since I have made a video, but I figured I probably should chuck one out there since I moved house. So yes, I have moved house. No, I do not fucking recommend it. It was an absolute nightmare being a reseller and trying to move house, especially when you're an unorganized reseller. It was shit. But it's done. I had heaps of help, so I really want to thank a few people. But I will show you just some of the work sort of areas of the new place. The new place is a lot smaller. Not a lot smaller, but it's a bit smaller. It's just heaps more convenient for me. It's flat. My old house was on a big hill with heaps of stairs and stuff up to the house. And as most people know, my back's pretty stuffed, so that that wasn't really very good for it. But yeah, things are just so much more convenient here. Just everything being flat. Things are just in closer proximity. My laundry's inside for a start. Just things like that. It's heaps better. It's an older house. It's cheaper. There's doors falling off and shit like that, but I don't care. I really like it. I'm really happy here. So yeah, I'll show you just sort of the work areas. This is my work room. This is actually my personal collection. These sort of shelves here, but I haven't finished organizing it. Even some of those Blu-rays, these are all my listed stuff, media wise. But some of those Blu-rays, like all those two shelves down there, they're actually my personal collection. They've got to go over here. So yeah, I still haven't finished unpacking a lot of stuff. That's my desk where I work and shit. As you can see, I've already made a mess in here, but it's all pretty easy to clean up. It's not much really. It just looks messy. So I'll take you out here. This is the kitchen, but this is actually, it used to be a third bedroom, but they removed the wall, which actually works really well for me. So I've just set up some storage, like shelves in here, like this stuff here and those tubs there. They all have to be still unpacked and stuff, so they're not going to stay there. There'll be more shelving in there, and I've got like the photo station and shit here. So it's pretty simple. I'm trying to keep it pretty simple. There's a big shed out the back, and there's also a big carport that's enclosed. So I'm actually able to keep a lot of the stuff out there, which is awesome, because in my old house I had heaps of the shit inside. Like my bedroom was full of crap. My bedroom here, it just has a bed, a shelf in it, and that's it. So yeah, I'll show you the shed now. All right, so I'm in the shed. I'm going to do some thrifting soon, so if this is boring the shit out of you, just skip forward. It's a big shed. It's much bigger than the shed I had before. As you can see, there is shelving all along that wall, which is awesome. I've got all those tubs up there. A lot of them are unlisted stock, so they'll just sort of get unpacked as I go. Some of them is still listed stock. As you can see, the CDs out there and everywhere. When I've been trying to find stuff that I've sold, I've got all these DVD combos and VHS players, stereo equipment. All this stuff's got to get sold. There's another little table over there, pot belly, and there's like this big work bench thing here, which I just set up a TV. So I could test electronics, like I've got heaps of game consoles, which I couldn't really get rid of at the old place because I just didn't have the space to get them out, test them and all that. And like I've already sold, like I only tested 4 and I put them on Marketplace and I sold them all already. So yeah, I've got heaps more game consoles and stuff to go through. So yeah, it's just I can set up tables and stuff in here to be able to sort stuff. It's just so much easier. Like there's so much more space. It is awesome. So yeah, I couldn't be happier really. I was really dreading moving out of the other place, but in the end it's worked out for the better. Like it's so much easier here and better. And it's really good for Nelson. This is my back door. There he is. Hello. There's this little sunroom here. So that's perfect for Nelson. He's got his blankets, which he drags them all out in the backyard all the time, which is really annoying. But yeah, he's got somewhere where he can sort of sleep when the weather's bad or too hot or whatever, I need to replace that door. There is a sliding door there, so it actually closes up. In there is the carport. There's just a ton of stuff in there, all needs to be sorted out, so I'm not going to go in there and show everyone. But yeah, it's worked out pretty well. So yeah, kind of funny how this came about. This is actually my mate's house. It's his mum's house. So I'm good friends with the whole family, basically. And my good mate Ben, he's been living overseas for a few years, and he'd just come back. So we were catching up, and we're driving down to Kel's house for Australia Day, just chatting in the car. I'm like, where you living? And he's like, oh, I'm just sort of hanging around Dan's old house. Like, there was nothing in the house. He was just basically squatting with a mattress. And it didn't even really click to me, even though I knew I sort of had to move from the old place. And about half an hour later, I'm like, so what's going to happen with that house? And he's like, oh, Mum's going to rent it out. And I was like, maybe I could live there. So I think the next day I come round and had a look. I told him I'd have a think about it, and I messaged him a few hours later. I said, yeah, I'll take it. Like, it was just an absolute no-brainer. So yeah, it was just really good timing in the end. And I have to give a massive shout out to Ben, because he helped me so much. With my back, I can't lift anything. So I literally couldn't move any of the stuff I had to move from my house. And so I packed tubs. I was able to pack tubs, but he moved all of them. All the tubs, pretty much, he moved by himself. He packed them all into his car. He drove them over here. He unpacked them. He didn't unpack the tubs, but he took the tubs out of his car, put them in the shed, some in the house and that for me. So yeah, like, I just would have been completely lost. Like, he even sort of got me going, like, because I didn't really know where to start. So massive shout out to Ben. He's been a good friend for a long time, and fucking legend. Also, my folks, like, everyone thinks they have the best parents in the world, and I'm no different. They helped heaps. My dad is getting close to 70. He's had a knee replacement. He's an old man now. And him and Adam, who I was living with, moved everything, all the furniture. Like, all the shelving. I've got heaps of shelving, all that sort of crap. And all my regular sort of furniture. They did it all, just the two of them. Dad rented a truck. So yeah, massive shout out to both of them. Like, they were both a massive help. Adam also helped with some other stuff as well later on. We did tip runs and stuff. Yeah, massive. And then my mum as well. My mum just helped clean. She did so much cleaning. Like, I didn't do much of the cleaning at all. I did a little bit here and there. But yeah, mum did heaps of it. And Kelly also came down on the big day that I was moving. And she helped mum clean heaps as well. So yeah, massive shout out to all of them, because there's absolutely no way I could do it without them. All right, enough of the drivel. Let's go to the uppies. All right, something I haven't done for a long time. I'm actually going to go and hit the local uppies. There's only one local uppie that I regularly go to, and one that I semi-regularly go to. There's only really one in Traralgon that's really worth going to all the time. It's a true op shop. They're amazing in there. My favourite op shop by Country Mile. And occasionally I go into Vinnie's, because Vinnie's can still be pretty expensive, but they also still do DVDs cheap and stuff like that. So, but most of the other ones I don't really bother dropping into, because it's usually just overpriced. But I'm going to go check a few of them out today. It's been a long time, so you never know. Might find some good stuff. Alright, just did the RSPCA. This is what I mean by they're overpriced, but I should still go, because the DVDs. These I got for myself, Fracture. If you haven't seen this movie, it's great. If you like a good crime thriller, Anthony Hopkins, Ryan Gosling, definitely watch that. It's a great movie, I've seen it heaps of times. Chain Reaction I also got for myself, I just haven't seen it for a long time. Imitation of Life, Deep Purple were almost not worth getting. This one, there's not many of them around. It's listed for like really high prices. When I say high prices, I mean like $30, $40. I think it's a hard sell, but I got it anyway. And there's also another Peter Green one there, Splinter Group. I might actually put them together. And this one is probably the best one. My Dream Is Yours, Doris Day. The cheapest one listed is $38 international. So it's a Region 1 DVD. So there's not a lot of them sold. Maybe I might get 25 or 30 out of it. Over at Vinnie's, they had all these WWE DVDs, a lot of WrestleManias. A lot of them aren't worth much, but I did find this WrestleMania 11. This is pretty old. There's only one sold comp for it for $72, and there are none listed. And also found this old classic Aussie movie, Dusty, which should go alright as well. So that was pretty good. That WrestleMania DVD, it's WrestleMania 11, so it's pretty old. It's not an original release, because the original release would be under WWF, but this is a WWE release, so it must be a re-release, but it still looks like it's rare as. So I'm just proving to myself that I should still go to these oppies. They're literally around the corner from my house, and I never go to them because most of their stuff is overpriced, but the DVDs usually aren't, because they're just inundated with DVDs and they can't get rid of them. So I really should just pop in there when I'm on my way to the office, on the way to the post office, things like that. So I'm going to hit up a couple more now and see how we go. Alright, I just went into Traralgon Salvos, which you probably heard me talking about before. The prices are really bad in there. I never ever go in here anymore, because it's just not worth stopping. I actually was just driving past, and I only stopped because I was making this video to see if I could find something, which I didn't, but I did stumble onto these VFL women's player issue jerseys, heaps of them, and there was also some men's like trainer shirts, player issue. There was one men's player issue jersey, Guernsey, all VFL. I'm not going to pay what they had on them, but I actually don't think the prices on those were too bad, but it was just really interesting. I live like 2 hours away from Melbourne, and there's just all these, so like, you know, Richmond have just dumped all these jerseys at the Salvos, and then they've just shipped them out to different stores, I guess, because as you can see, there's shitloads of them. Alright, I'm home. I went to 2 more. I didn't get anything, so there's no point showing any footage. Yeah, I really should just at least once a week just hit some of these oppies up, just to look at their DVDs, if nothing else. I do just want to clarify, that Salvos, I take the piss out of a lot. The staff in there is super nice. Like, they're really nice people. They're just doing their job. It's the big dogs upstairs that are the dickheads. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. And also, when I say the op shops are too overpriced around here, I just mean they're too overpriced for me. A lot of them are priced fairly. If you just want to buy that item for yourself, it's actually priced fairly. But if you're a reseller, it might be a little bit overpriced. So that's what I mean. I don't have any issue with it at all. They can put whatever prices they want on it. It does annoy me when they don't know what they're doing. One of the op shops I went into today had fake AFL polos for $20, and they also had Marvel t-shirts for $16. Like, you know, you're gonna have to learn what these things are worth if you're gonna put the prices up, because clearly those things aren't worth that much money. So yeah, bit of a weird one today. Moving house / tiny bit of thrifting. Thanks for watching all the way through. Look after yourself, be kind, and we'll see you on the next one. Prick just grabs 2 tubs and then skips down the stairs. Fuck. Imagine being healthy.